Ashridge, written by Tony Walker. Episode 3, Below the Bridge.
Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand, just like that river twisting through a dusty land. Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand, just like that river twisting through a dusty land. Oh, hang on. What's going on there? He's in the middle of the bloody road. Hello, can I help you? Have you broken down?
We are friends of Rod Thorne.
We are friends of Rod Thorne.
Rod Thorne? Rod, who runs the Magdalene Centre. Lives on St. Michael Street.
Rod Thorne lives on River Street.
Oh, right. But that Rod? You're his friends? What's the matter anyway? Have you broken down under the bridge here?
We have not broken down. We are friends of Rod Thorne.
Okay, but you flagged me down. Do you need me help in some way? 'Cause I've really got to get back to Ashridge to open my shop.
Your shop is Bluebell Books.
That's right. Listen, who are you? How do you know who I am? I've never seen you before.
Do you know about this bridge?
This bridge? The dual carriageway bridge? I know it carries the A471 over the road from Nudbury to Ashridge. Probably built in the 1980s? Yeah, I know that much. Never really taken any interest in it, to be honest. It's a concrete bridge.
Do you know it has a hole in it?
A hole? What? No, I didn't. Why would I? Listen, have you broken down or just parked there? Are you from the Highways Authority? Though that's a fancy car for the council. I hope my council tax didn't pay for that, or I want a rebate.
The hole in the bridge is behind these plants.
Behind those nettles? Is it serious? Is it a problem? I'm not sure what I can do about it, though. I'm a bookseller, not a road engineer.
We are from the Ministry of Defense.
Air Force Department.
You're from the Royal Air Force, you say?
Air Force Department.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But from the actual Ministry of Defense, in London.
Did you know about that hole behind the plants?
No, I already said I didn't. Listen, why are you asking me this? Are you sure you want some kind of local government officers? Will you close the bridge? Is it dangerous?
People can go in that hole.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that. I can't really see it.
It's there, behind the green plants. Do you see it now?
Oh yeah. I never noticed it before.
Some people go into it, some don't come out. Have you ever been in that hole?
What? No. I told you I've never noticed it. Why would I go into a hole? This is all a bit odd. I really have to go.
We're friends of Rod Thorne. We are from the Air Force.
You said. Listen, I don't really have time for this. I have to go and open my shop. I'm really sorry I couldn't help.
Your shop is Bluebell Books.
Yeah, you already said. How do you know that, though? Have you been spying on me? Are you really from the government? Though you don't dress like you're from Wessex Council. I don't think roadmen wear suits like those.
And have you been into the hole under the bridge?
I told you I've never even seen the bloody hole till now. You're weirding me out. I'm going.
We are friends of Rod Thorne.
We are friends of Rod Thorne.
What the hell's that got to do with anything? I know Rod Thorne, and I'm pretty sure he has nothing to do with the Air Force. Who are you really? On second thoughts, I don't really care.
We want to ask you some questions.
Get your hands off my car.
Don't mention you saw us.
Keep it quiet.
Right.
Have you got any Trollope? I never read him, and I thought I ought to.
Rod, that's a coincidence.
What's a coincidence?
I was just talking to some friends of yours earlier on.
Friends? Do I have friends?
Well, they said they were your friends.
Oh, I've no friends round here. But I am intrigued. It can't be the taxmen, because I don't earn enough money to pay tax. Where were you talking to these friends of mine?
They flagged me down. They had this big black limousine jammed up against the dual carriageway road bridge. They were inspecting it when they saw me, and one of them stepped out into the road, and I had to stop.
The A471 bridge? Over the Nudbury Road?
Yeah, they were very odd looking. They talked funny, they dressed funny. They said they worked for the Air Force.
And they know me? I don't think I know anyone who works for the Air Force.
They kept saying they knew you.
Are you all right, Andy? You seem a little shaken.
I was fine until you walked in and reminded me of them. I just remembered. They wore these tight black suits. Really too tight to be normal. And one had, you won't believe this.
You'd be surprised what I believe. Try me.
There was this green wire going from the bottom of his trousers into his shoe.
Ha! How odd! I shouldn't laugh. It sounds very disturbing.
They spoke oddly. American, I think, but not quite. Their voices were strange, like English was not their native tongue, but nothing else was either.
It's obviously rattled you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm just making a mountain out of a molehill. But another thing that gave me the creeps was they knew I run Bluebell Books.
You're well known in Ashridge. They might have been into the shop.
That's what makes it creepy. I felt like they'd been stalking me.
Could they have known you would be coming down that road?
I'd just done the weekly shop at Summerfields in Nudbury.
You do that every Monday?
Yep, I like my routines.
And
when I stopped, they kept asking whether I'd been into a hole in the road bridge.
Yes, it's an entrance to the bunkers.
The bunkers? You're joking. I didn't think they were real.
Oh, yes. The bunkers are very real. They have an interesting history. Listen, I'm quite interested in this story. Maybe we should go out for a coffee or a pint to talk this through.
Sure, of course. When?
Whenever's convenient for you.
Well, maybe tomorrow after I close the shop? We could go to the apple tree.
Oh, no, not the apple tree. Heaven forfend. Not sure I could take Henry Decker on a Tuesday. I prefer the Angel.
Sure. The Angel's actually closer for me.
And it has a good jukebox.
We've got to cut down on this. Maybe limit ourselves to Fridays only?
Or Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay, you're right. Let's not be too puritanical.
By the way, something very weird happened to me today. I haven't had a chance to tell you.
Weird? And only today? Ashridge is full of weirdos. Do you want to watch Testament of Youth on Channel 4?
No, Mel, it was really odd. I can't get out of my mind. 2 blokes flagged me down by the A471 road bridge when I was coming back from shopping.
Had they broken down?
No. They kept asking me if I'd been into a hole in the bridge. There's a crack in the concrete behind some weeds.
I've never noticed it. Why is it so important?
I don't know. They said they were from the Air Force. Said they were friends of Rod Thorne.
That bloke who runs the New Age Centre? Well, he's weird.
And then he came into the shop today. I'm going for a pint with him tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad. You should get out more. Though, I must say you do seem to gravitate towards hippies like Rod Thorne and Steve Nichols. Of course, what does that say about me? I thought I was pretty normal.
I just keep seeing them, Mel. I can't get them out of my head. They had weird slick down hair and tight suits. I don't even know what the suits were made of. It didn't look like cotton or wool or anything.
It won't be anything. Have some more wine. Quiet now, it's about to start.
Just a sec. With you now, sorry. They wouldn't even wait 10 seconds. Some people have no patience. What the hell is this? What?
Oh, Andy, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Look at this.
Are I see a piece of cardboard and it's been burned around the edges, like someone ran a lighter flame around it.
Look on the back of it. It's got writing on it.
So it has, but whoever wrote it needs to go back to school to learn to form their letters better. Is that done with magic marker? No. Is it written in charcoal?
It says you didn't keep it quiet.
What on earth is that supposed to mean?
It's a message from the men I met under the bridge. They told me to keep quiet about seeing them.
The blokes you mentioned last night? Are you sure? It's more likely to be some crank from Ashridge.
No. They said I should keep quiet. And I told you, and I told Rod Thorne. So I didn't keep quiet. And now they know.
Well, I haven't told anyone. They didn't hear it from me.
So it must be Rod.
But it might not be connected at all. Maybe it doesn't mean that at all. Don't get yourself so upset about it. It'll turn out to be nothing. Anyway, you're seeing Rod tonight, aren't you?
Yes, in the Angel at 7.
Ask him if he told anyone that you'd met those men. If he didn't, and I didn't, then it's not connected.
Hey Rod, beat you to it.
Hello, Andy.
What'll you have?
Oh, yeah, thanks. A pint of Green Man.
Go and sit down. I'll bring him.
Any more strange visitations?
Funny you should ask. By the way, you didn't tell anyone what I told you about those men, did you?
No, not a word. Honest. Why?
Someone called around and left me a warning message in the shop. I didn't see who it was. It said they knew I'd not kept my meeting with them quiet.
Really? Are you sure the two things are connected?
That's what Melanie said. I just feel they are. Do you know anything about this?
Yes, well, I know about the mysterious men in black. Your description matched them exactly. Have you ever read the Mothman prophecies by John Keel?
No, but I saw the film with Richard Gere.
The film's a story, the book is an investigation. You've heard of Men in Black, though?
Again, the movie?
Well, I think you've been visited by the real Men in Black.
The real Men in Black? So you think they're real?
I do.
But I haven't seen a UFO. Aren't they supposed to work for the government and stop you talking about UFOs?
They work for the Air Force sometimes, so they say.
Oh, I feel odd now. I told you my guy said that.
Though sometimes they claim to be photographers or social workers. They ask odd questions that seem pointless. They're very interested in collecting biographical information about people and little artifacts and trinkets.
They certainly asked odd questions. So you don't think my two strange men were from the Air Force?
No.
But you do believe me that I saw them?
I do.
So who are they really? No sci-fi nonsense. Are they officials of some kind?
No. You know of my background?
Retired professor?
Do you know what I taught and researched in?
No, sorry.
Comparative religion, but I specialised in fairy lore.
Fairies? You think they're real too?
I think that entities like that do exist, non-human intelligences. I don't think they're pretty little things with wings like the Cottingley fairies photographs.
You think my men are related to fairies?
I think so. Yes. Otherworldly entities, anyway.
Explain away. I've got a full point left, more or less.
So, back to John Keel and the Mothman, who was an entity called Indrid Cold, or at least that's the name he used. After extensive investigations, John Keel came to the conclusion that the UFOs and the Mothman, Bigfoot even, the Men in Black, weren't from outer space. They weren't extraterrestrials. In his opinion, they were in fact ultra-terrestrials.
What's the difference?
These creatures don't come from outer space. The UFOs, the Men in Black, are just a continuation of strange visitors humans have reported throughout history. The Green Children of Woolpit from the Middle Ages. a strange rash of balloon-borne visitors in 19th century America, odd appearances of people in rural France in the 20th century collected by Jacques Vallée in his book Passport to Magonia, and the fairy folk of Ireland and Scotland.
Mad shit.
This stuff, these visitors, have been coming for centuries. They're shapeshifters, tricksters. They can vanish into mid-air. Their behaviour is often very strange. They ask bizarre questions. They collect odd things with apparent glee.
But what are they really?
I believe, like John Keel and Jacques Vallée, that they are visitors from another dimension. They are far from human, but they're not from space.
And I saw them. I tell you, they unnerved me. They had a strange aura.
It's said that if they see you first, they can appear benign. But if you see them before they see you, then they exude a feeling of evil. They can be quite malign.
You know, the fact I can talk to you about them makes me feel less crazy. Where are they from then?
So, what do you know about shamanism?
I read a lot of books, you know. It's a perk of the job. So, regarding shamanism, I've read Mircea Eliade, a bit of Joseph Campbell, and even some of Fraser's The Golden Bough.
But specifically the 3 worlds of shamanism.
Vaguely, but I have no idea what this has to do with the Men in Black.
They come from the overworld, a world of electricity and technology, of lightning, of spirits of the air, of things that don't stay the same. They are mercurial in every sense. In astrological terms, they are ruled by Mercury and Uranus.
More your area than mine.
Ashridge has always been part of a ritual landscape. Look at wider Wessex, Stonehenge, Avebury, West Kennet, Old Sarum, Wayland's Smithy, Glastonbury Tor. And now we have the crop circles and all the UFO sightings over Salisbury Plain. And in the Magdalen Centre, we have our own treasure, brought in all probability by the Knights Templar, ultimately from Afghanistan, though via Jerusalem.
You have a relic in the Magdalen Centre? From the Templars? What is it?
That's not for tonight.
Okay, but you mentioned 3 worlds.
The visitors come from the overworld, and we live here in Ashridge, in the middle world.
That's 2.
The underworld, the world of the dead, of dreams, and the terrible will to be born and to die again.
I like the sound of the middle one best, for all its faults. I reckon it's the only one where they serve a nice pint of green man. Fancy another?
In a sec. It's important you understand this. The underworld lies beneath the town, beneath Ashridge.
In the mysterious and possibly mythical bunkers.
They aren't mythical, but they are mysterious.
I know the locals believe in them, but I thought that was an urban myth. And you say there's an entrance into them via that hole in the road bridge.
That's what I found so interesting. I'd suspected for a long time.
Suspected what?
That the visitors are very interested in what goes on in the bunkers.
Don't the overworld guys and the underworld guys know all about each other?
We don't know what the visitors know, nor what they want to find out.
So, if the people of the overworld, the so-called visitors, come and visit us, do the people of the underworld come too?
Yes.
Yes? What are they like?
The denizens of the bunkers are perhaps better called revenants than visitors. Have you never heard the stories of the Rabbit Man coming from the bunkers and stealing children?
No.
Nor the rhyme. In the night when stars are dim lurks a figure tall and slim, with ears so long and eyes so bright. The Rabbit Man comes in the night. Children, children, heed the tale. of the one who makes you wail. Be not naughty, keep from strife, or the rabbit man, he'll snatch your life. Down beneath the ground he goes, where no sunlight ever shows, in the bunkers, cold and deep. There he keeps the ones who weep.
That's a damn weird poem. Did you write it?
No. Well, we won't talk about the rabbit man tonight. Let's get another pint and talk about the cricket. I see Berkshire beat Lancashire. Pity.
Depends where you're from.
There are 2 ways to have a holiday.
Nice pint.
Pint was good.
Oh, just the pint was good.
No, Rod's a decent guy. He's very knowledgeable. Crackers, but knowledgeable.
Yeah, he runs the Magdalene Centre. They're all mad there. They do Reiki and energy work and crystal healing.
He's a clever bloke, though.
He was a professor, wasn't he? Up north.
Yeah, comparative religion at Lancaster University, he told me once.
Well, I'm glad you had a nice night. Sit down and you can catch the tail end of Taggart. Andy, wake up! Wake up!
What? What's the matter?
Can you hear it?
Hear what? No?
Shut up and listen.
Oh yeah. What is it? Is it somebody rummaging around in our backyard?
No, that noise is inside. There's someone moving about in the flat. In the hall.
There can't be. Ah, hell. I hope I lock the door. I'll go. It'll just be the wind.
It's not the wind. There is no wind.
Well, I'll go and see anyway. It'll be fine.
Maybe I imagined it.
No, I heard something too. The door's probably just come open. I should go and check.
Don't, Andy. Just let them leave. It doesn't matter if they take things. It's better we stay here and keep safe.
No. If there is someone come in, we need to kick him out.
Or maybe they won't come into the living room. We should stay here.
Honest, it'll just be a cat or a fox. I'll go shoo it out and close the door.
Don't go on your own. I'll come with you.
If it makes you feel better. The outside door is wide open.
There's no wind. Look at the coats. There's nobody here.
No, bloody hell. Bloody vandals. All our coats are off the coat pegs and on the floor.
Why would a burglar do that?
Doesn't look like anything's been taken. There's no damage I can see. At least they've gone.
Yeah. What's that awful stink?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's strong. It's the smell of ozone.
And they've left something. What's that just by the door?
Huh. It's a circuit board. How weird.
Look at the window. A face. A man.
Can't be. We're 15 feet up. Oh my God, you're right. It's one of those men I saw by the bridge.
Ashridge, Episode 3, Below the Bridge, written by Tony Walker. The cast were Andy Harrington, Ed Jenkins, Melanie Harrington, Jane Makewell, Rod Thorne, Tony Walker. Music by the Hartwood Institute, sound by Tony Walker. Please share and spread the love for Ashridge, and we will keep producing episodes.